Gonna show our pride at Old Town McVay. Gonna embrace hard work each and every day. Gonna show our pride at Old Town McVay. Gonna embrace hard work each and every day.
All right, boys and girls, welcome back to your next installment of your daily announcements. We've got Mr. Swain and Mr. Fulton back together again, working hard here and hoping you're working hard at home. Today is Thursday, April 30th on your calendars.
Terrific. Your weather today is another good chance of rain, but you know what they say, April showers bring those May flowers, and it will be a high of 52 degrees today.
Hey, Mr. Fulton, if April showers bring May flowers, what do May flowers bring?
Pilgrims?
Yeah! That's good. That wasn't
Nice.
the joke of the day, but I couldn't help myself.
For sure.
All right. So now we've got our birthdays, some big happy birthdays going out today to Samuel and Maya, both in Miss T's class. We also have Milana in Miss Walker's class, Patrick in Mr. Brugger's class, and Lena in Miss Bechtel's class, all celebrating birthdays today. Happy birthday, boys and girls. Have a great one.
Terrific. We hope you have an awesome birthday. And now for the official joke of the day, we've got another great one coming in from Tucker, one of our fourth grade leaders. Mr. Swain, what do you get when you mix a vampire and a snowman?
Ooh, a vampire and a snowman? I don't know.
Frostbite.
That was awesome, Tucker. I love that one. That's great. All right. Now, as we transition to this day in history, again, this is April 30th, and back in 1789, let's see, Mrs. Fleckenstein would have been 5 at that time. Okay, so back in 1789, George Washington was inaugurated as the first president of the United States of America. That's pretty awesome history right there, and what an amazing man. Do some research on George Washington, and you'll learn a lot about integrity, which is something we've been talking about all week, and I think we're going to continue today as Mr. Fulton shares out next our principal's message.
Students, as Mr. Swain said, we've been talking all about integrity this week, and today I want to just quickly talk about what does having integrity look like at home. You know, we've talked about what it means to always do the right thing and to make sure that we are always being honest, and we can do those things at home as well. That looks like owning your actions at home, being able to take responsibility for something that you may or may not have done. It means telling the truth at all times and always doing the right thing. And lastly, asking for help when you need it. That's what integrity looks like. Make sure that you are listening to the adults in your life. They're there to help you. You follow their directions and use the support that they're offering. I know that you will be able to show that integrity at home just as you will whenever you come back to school. And that is your principal's message for today.
Awesome. Very well said, Mr. Fulton. Appreciate that very much. Okay, so that brings us to today's extra credit challenge. So today, as we've mentioned a couple of times, is April 30th. And so your challenge today is to do the 30th day exercise challenge. That means today, as you close out April, you could do like 30 jumping jacks, maybe 30 sit-ups, 30 push-ups, or 30 of whatever your favorite exercise is to do. But do 30 of something today, and maybe even do a little mix and match kind of thing and combine a few of those together. But do 30 of those. It's a great way to stay active and a great way to celebrate the end of April. Make sure you post that on our website, on our social media outlets with hashtag McVay Extra Credit, and we'll get those up and running for everybody.
Terrific. Can't wait to see what everyone decides to do for that challenge. And now we've got our final announcements for today. It is the last day of April. That means it's the last day of National Pet Month. And that means that, sadly, it is our last day of Pets of McVay. So let's take a look at just a couple final Pets of McVay, and we'll celebrate with them. Terrific. Students and staff, we have loved being able to showcase your different pets all throughout this month. It is awesome to see how large and furry the McVay family really is. So thank you all for participating in that with us. And now we also have a poem to finish out the last day of April, which was also the last day of National Poetry Month. And here's a great one from the original doctor himself, Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. Terrific. We hope that you have all enjoyed all the different things we've been doing in April. And now we also have, it is Thursday, so that means that we have Mrs. Robinson with her weekly McVay Mindful Moment. Let's take a look.
Hi McVay Pioneers, we're back for another edition of McVay Mindful Moments. Today we're going to build on using the breath as a way and a tool to calm our central nervous system. The first time we talked about the breath, I had you find your anchor spots. Remember, it's your belly, your chest, or your nose. And that's the spot that you can rest your attention on, what you can focus on as you are taking those breaths in and out, that rise and fall of the chest or the belly or the air moving in and out of your nose. And so I hope that has been going well for you. But there are some specific breath techniques that rely on breathing in and holding the breath and then exhaling that I wanted to share for you so you could use them and practice and play around this coming week. So let's get started. Square breathing is focused on the inhalation of the breath, the hold, and then the exhalation of the breath. So it's a 3-part breath. And what you're going to do is find a square to trace. If it's even in the air, kind of using your finger to make a square. If you can find one on the floor, an outline to trace, or a piece of paper, whatever it may be, as you have your square, you're going to go across the top, or I should say this way, you're going to go across the top, inhaling for the count of 4. You'll hold it for the count of 4 as you go down. You'll exhale for the count of 4 across, and then again hold for the count of 4 as you go up. So you'll inhale through your nose, you'll hold it for 4, you'll exhale through your mouth, and then hold it again for 4. You'll do that maybe 3 or 4 times as you go around your square. Let's say you're working on homework and you're getting pretty frustrated. You could easily react, start to get mad, right? You're mad, you're frustrated. You react by yelling at somebody who's maybe helping you, or by crumpling up the paper or stomping around, whatever your reaction might be. Instead, I want you to get in this habit of pausing, kind of naming, I'm feeling really frustrated right now. In this pause, can I practice a breath? Can I flip my homework around? Use that piece of paper, trace it across the top for 4 as I breathe in, hold it just along the side, go along the bottom, breathing out for 4, and then back up to the top, holding it for 4. And then maybe after doing that those 3 or 4 times, you can then decide, maybe I need to ask for some extra help. Maybe I just need a break for 15 minutes. What is the best and what do I need? That's the whole purpose of mindfulness, is learning about how you're feeling, what you need, getting comfortable with naming that, and then also finding those ways to pause and kind of calm the system so that you can make better decisions. The other breath I wanted to talk about is 4-7-8, and it's one of my favorites. 4-7-8 is going to also rely on breathing in, holding the breath, and then exhaling out. You're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathing in for the count of 4, holding for 7, and then out for 8. So I'll typically count in my head. I'll do in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll be doing that as I breathe in, holding, and breathing out. I love 4-7-8. It helps me go to sleep so many times. But the trick is, remember, I don't just use it on those nights that I'm having a hard time going to sleep. I practice it on nights that I don't need it, or at different times during the day when I don't need it. And maybe just practice it and get used to it and familiar with it. So when I do need it, it comes a lot quicker to me, and I'm comfortable with it, and my body and my mind kind of are like, oh, here she goes again. And so I encourage you to practice it and try it. and get comfortable with it. If you don't like that 4, 7, 8, or the 8's too long or the 7's too long of a hold, you can adjust it to like do 2, breathe in for 2, hold it for 4, and out for 6. The trick is, the exhalation should always be the longest, because if we have a very long inhale and a quick exhale like this, that's gonna make us energized and ready to go. If your exhale is the longest, that's what's calming. So it'd be more like, so you can see the difference between that long inhale versus the long exhale. So I hope it goes well this week, playing around and trying out some of these different breathing techniques, and I can't wait to hear how they go, and I'll see you again next time.
Well, that was awesome. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that mindful moment there. And boys and girls, just in everything you do and all these announcements, make sure you're looking for a few things to just take and use in your daily life to make your day just a little bit better. We really appreciate Mrs. Robinson and all the great information and ideas that she shares with us. Thank you. All right, and now time for some shout outs and kudos. Here we go. All right, boys and girls, and now for those shout outs and kudos. We'll start today with Tion from Miss Cooper's class. You got a shout out for your units gained on Lexia during the week of April 20th. Way to go, Tion. These students from Miss Cooper's class got their weekly goal for Dreambox lessons on April 20th, and that is Amira, Ellie, Jake, Tyler, and Sebastian. Way to go. All right, these kiddos from Miss Shepard and Miss Brugger's class were participating in a Q&A with Miss Shepard, and she was very appreciative of that and all the work that was put in by these kiddos, and recognized them all with shout-outs. Those include Desmond, Noah, Milana, Sophia, Jackson, Keegan, Vincent, Riley, Lily Z, Lily B, Liam, Emerson, Harper, and Jacob, and also Lila, Layla, Elijah, Rama, Aiden A, Alana, Kiara, Juliana, Fatima, Savannah, Riley, Braylon, and Rohan. Way to go to all of you boys and girls. I know Miss Shepard was very appreciative of all the great ideas and great work that you guys did in that time. So thank you so much. All right, these kiddos all passed Lexia levels. We've got Liam and Sebastian from Miss Cooper's class, as well as Fatma from Miss Cooper's class passing Lexia levels. We've got Shep, Anna, Clara, and Gabriel from Miss Bechtel's class passing Lexia levels. We also have from Miss Drum's kindergarten classroom, Amelia, Hashim, Dylan, Patrick, and Arayla. Way to go. And finally, the last one here for passing a Lexia level would be Sincere from Miss Oban's class. There you go, boys and girls. Way to keep up on those Lexia minutes and getting those Lexia levels passed. That's awesome work. I'm very proud of you. Keep that up. All right, David from Miss Wagner's class got some special time with his teacher. He took the time to teach Miss Wagner all about the things that he's been reading and learning about on Epic. And so for that, Miss Wagner wanted to recognize David with a shout out today. So congratulations, David, for that. And finally today, our last shout out goes out to Mrs. Florence's entire class. We don't typically do whole classes on the shout outs, but man alive, everyone in Miss Florence's class, everyone reached their weekly Lexia goal. So way to go, boys and girls. That shows some amazing hard work, embracement of hard work, and your commitment to that pioneer pride is really, it's inspiring. So thank you so much. Keep up that great work. And now let's look at our kudos. We do have a couple of kudos to go out today. The first one going from Miss Cooper to Mrs. Backowitz, talking about how Miss Backowitz is always helping and checking in, and just the amazing teammate that Miss Backowitz is. She's always going above and beyond, and for that, Miss Cooper and the rest of us give you a huge kudos, Mrs. Backowitz. We love you and we're thankful for you. Keep up that great work. Okay, the next one, Miss Livingston took the time to send a kudos out to Miss Obam. She talks about Miss Obam being this amazing teammate, always willing to share resources, always willing to help out. It quite simply says that Miss Obon is the best, and we couldn't agree more. We know that more than just Miss Livingston gained great insights and great resources by talking to Miss Obon. You are seriously one of the most important people here. We just couldn't do the job we do every day without you. So thank you, Miss Obon, for everything you do. Very proud of you, and very proud of all of our staff and students here at McVay Elementary. We know that we don't get to name every name on the announcements in the mornings, but I just can't tell you how full my heart is thinking about all the work that our students are doing and that our staff is doing and all the effort put in. I mean, we're never going to be perfect, and this is such a strange situation, but man alive, our kids and our teachers are just going so far above and beyond, and it's humbling, to be honest, and we're just so thankful and proud of all of you. So shout outs and kudos to all of you kiddos and teachers. Thank you so much for all you're doing. Keep repping that Pioneer Pride, and we'll see you back here tomorrow with more shout outs and kudos.
Awesome job. Great work, students and staff. Wonderful to see all the daily shout outs and kudos. We have gone through so many this month, and we will continue to go through more the rest of this week and the coming weeks as well. Now it is time for our Pledge of Allegiance and Pioneer Pledge, so please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I choose to respect myself and others by listening and following adult directions, speaking appropriately, keeping hands, feet, and objects to myself, walking at home, being prepared to learn. This is who I am, even when no one is watching me.
All right, great job, boys and girls. Thank you so much for hanging out with us again this morning. We really appreciate that and hope you have a wonderful day. Keep working hard and dedicating yourself to embracing that hard work. And as always,
keep repping that Pioneer Pride.
Show our pride, show an effort cause we tried. Positive attitude, show respect cause we're not rude. We got integrity, doing good that you will see. Determined to be nice, yeah, that's how we live our lives.
Got that Pioneer Pride. Rep that Pioneer Pride. Got that Pioneer Pride. Rep that Pioneer Pride.